There are many themes in the raising of Lazarus in John chapter 11. First is God's timing, something we all struggle with on occasion. Martha and Mary struggle with this, each saying, Lord, if you had been here, our brother would not have died. But presuming God's mercy is a sin. We call it the sin of presumption. Big theme, of course, of resurrection. And Jesus raising Lazarus physically from the dead points to his future resurrection. But it also symbolizes for us our spiritual death in mortal sin. Jesus, like Lazarus, calls us out of the tomb, calls us to confession, and will remove the spiritual bands of sin, like he had the physical bands removed from Lazarus in the burial cloths. So Jesus wants to make us unbound, to free us from all the bonds of sin. But there's a big emphasis in this scene, unlike any other, on Jesus' emotions. He's perturbed, he's deeply disturbed, he weeps. And the church looks at that and reflects on it and says, this shows us he is fully human. But the reason why he's so emotional, as I read this, is because people are not believing him. They're not listening to him. Even his close friends, Martha and Mary, are dwelling on the death of their brother. And Jesus is saying the whole time, this will not end in death. And he gets perturbed and deeply disturbed. He's getting angry because people are not listening to him. They're not having hope in him. They don't trust him. And so it's a good reflection for us during Lent or any time during the year. How did Jesus deal with anger? If John 11 points to his emotions, one of them was anger, and we know he never sinned, how did he deal with anger? We use this as an example in our fall retreat on patience, that even in his anger, Jesus was patient. He was meek. In fact, meekness is the virtue to control anger. He says, I'm meek and humble of heart. From our anger normally comes sin, but from his anger came a miracle. So it's good for us to see his emotions, especially his anger, throughout the gospel. And how did he deal with it? How did he process it? And then what resulted from it? And for you and I to learn from it and ask the Holy Spirit to be like Jesus in controlling our anger, pray for the virtue of meekness, as Jesus did.